Hello, dear ones. What a crazy time we are within. I wanted to do a video for you, especially with this new moon in Aries tomorrow. I think it's going to be a wonderful energy, a brand new, fresh burst of energy. Um, but along with wanting to do this video, I was like, what am I going to say? Something that hasn't been said, something that shouldn't be said, something that would help to hear. There's just so much, and we're all being bombarded, and I don't want to be another one of those bombardments. I want to bring a different energy with all this. And as I felt into it, my desire is to hold space for those of you that are struggling in so many different ways. I think we all have our own piece of the pie that, are different color or different dimension of how we are struggling with this particular energy right now. But I just want to bring in hope, and I want to reassure you that I feel there is so much good to come of all this. Historically, when something like this comes in, the collective up levels and people awaken and things are different. And with the volatility of this energy right now, there's the possibility for things to shift in big ways. Like possibilities that were completely cut off from us can now open up. You think about anything that's volatile, it can go any which way. And whereas before maybe we were in this stuck energy and we were on a trajectory, we were on a path, maybe we even liked the path, but we weren't completely satisfied. Now everything is opening up. It's like being in this room. We've maybe been in this room and like there was one door and one window, and all of a sudden with all this volatility, perhaps there's a crack in the wall, and all of a sudden that crack gets bigger and bigger, and it opens up to a whole new world that wasn't possible before. So I truly, truly do feel this will be a gift in its own right. And it's very difficult right now. Some of the heaviest energy I've ever felt in my life. In my mid-40s, so yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and I know so many of my friends, so much of my family is struggling with this energy. But in the way that in the final hours as a woman is giving birth, the pain and the like, oh, I don't know if I can keep going, but she does keep going, and in the end, she holds this baby in her arms, and that's what I feel, that we are birthing something in each of our lives. This will come through in profound ways and will open up amazing and beautiful spaces to us if we can trust and hold on, keep being steady, keep doing all the things. I feel it's so important in this time to really connect with family, to connect with kindness, to be as kind as we can right now, no matter what someone's reactions are, that we would hold that reaction with love, because we're all coping with it the best way we can. But it is a time, I think, to be present with, like, I've been cleaning my house. It's like, okay, I'm stuck at home. I can clean my house. To cook more homemade meals, to connect in very earthy, mundane ways. And I think that will help ground our energy and help us to walk through this time as gracefully as we can. So I just want to encourage you with a few cards to bring forward, just messages for all of you. And also encourage you with the astrology. Mercury is still in Pisces for another couple of weeks, but he will be stepping out of there soon. So this is good. Like I said, we now have the new moon in Aries. We also have the sun in Aries. There's a lot of fiery energy to kind of like move things forward. And I think there will be some resolution. Sadly, not as soon as I would like. I think it will still be a couple weeks to a month out before we really start to have, more clarity about this whole situation and understand. But I am saying I know you have the strength, and I know this Aries new moon will give you that strength. That's the kind of energy that's coming in. That energy of like, all right, we can do this. We can make it through this. We will find a way. So, all right, the first card I'm pulling for all of us, which seems very appropriate, get my fingers out of the way here, is the Six of Swords. And this is from the DreamKeepers Tarot by Liz Huston. I'll link in the bottom here. But what a perfect card to come forward. The Six of Swords is about feeling some relief, feeling like things are lessening in their intensity. And I feel like as we feel into those mundane tasks, I don't know that the news is going to get a lot better in the next few weeks. I think there are some things that kind of speak to the fact that it may get a little more intense. But I think in our own personal lives, even I feel that it's like the initial panic and the initial like fervor of it all, there is some lessening in it. And I think as we walk through this week, some answers will come up. And I think some more clarity around the situation and the trajectory, and understanding how long we're going to be homebound for those of us who are sheltering in place, is going to last. So a lot of energy here, and I think you can sink into the image of this card too and just say, universe, I need some hope, I need some relief, because this is a card of that, bringing you hope that yes, the energies will be easing up a little bit. And I think too, we may be finding some of the purpose within this. Like you think about China, and has some of the clearest air it's ever had. I read an article where someone was saying, the earth is starting to heal herself, even with just us pulling back, just for, in the space of time since this all broke. And it's like, maybe we don't need to find some grand idea of how to fix the earth or how to help her. Maybe just allowing rest, allowing ourselves to rest, allowing the earth to rest. And the earth is beginning to mend and heal. And it's beautiful, some of the things that I think will come out of this. All right, let's see. And as always, you can take 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, whatever is resonating for you today. That is the important thing. We've got the 9 of Wands here. As a very potent image on this card. There's a feeling of having fought a battle and feeling like there is yet another battle to be fought, and having a weariness in that, but also knowing that it is the last battle and that the things will move forward. In this image, in the original Rider-Waite, it's a soldier, and his head is bruised, and he's standing guard and he's vigilant, and yet it is a 9 card. So there's a feeling of, okay, if you can stand firm just a little bit longer, and that's kind of what I was saying in the beginning, if you can work through this energy and hold steady, like the mother in the last few hours of labor, keep going, you got this, you will reap the reward. You will come to the point where the blessing does come. I mean, with every dark shadow, there is always a great light, and you cannot have one without the other. You cannot have blessing without intensity like this. So there will be so much good that's birthed into our lives, birthed into the collective. It is guaranteed, folks, I promise. All right, 1 more card just to round out this message. Okay. The card that comes forward is too perfect for words. The Strength card. Look at that. And I love this particular Strength card. There's such a message of rebirth in this. Do you see how she's almost hatching out of an egg? I just love that image. And it's like all is not revealed yet. Her face isn't completely free to see and know everything, to hear and know everything. But there's a strength that is rising from the ashes of this particular situation. We're finding out who we really are. We're finding out the strength that we have within ourselves. And I keep feeling the message of get back to the bones. And it's interesting because Pluto and Saturn met in Capricorn, which is the bones, the skeletal structure of the zodiac. So there's a real message here of learning what really is important in our lives. And I think we're all starting to realize that, wow, we didn't need to keep rushing around so busy. There is a way to stop this. There is a way to really spend time with family, to really connect with our friends, to really go back to what really means something to us. I think all of us have read maybe a tiny bit more in the last week. Maybe all of us have connected with family a little bit more, connected with friends. I had a friend today, she told me, she's like, wow, I'm actually connecting with all these people that I'm always too busy to talk to. You know, we're getting back to the bones of what really matters. What's really important? What things can we let go? And I think when we come out of this, we will have a sense of, I don't need that in my life anymore. There'll be a new strength birthed in us to let go of those things that don't fill our lives, that don't bring happiness. I'm thinking of is it Marie Kondo that or no, maybe that's wrong, but the book where I'm so bad with this stuff when I'm recording, but when you clean your house, tidying up, the art of tidying up, you know, and you go, does this make me happy? And I think when we come back to living our lives, we're going to go, this doesn't make me happy. I've just been doing this over and over, and well, I didn't do it for 4 weeks. I don't need this in my life anymore, and it's time to let it go. So I think a lot of us are going to be coming to that clarity. So, and with this message too, I feel like the universe is saying you have what it takes to make it through. You were born for such a time as this. Trust that. Move forward confidently, move forward securely. You have what it takes. You will know what to do in each moment. So, so much love, my dear ones. Thank you for watching and supporting. And, I'm just so glad I could bring this message to you today and help in some way. I am sending so much love and so many blessings to you all. You mean a great deal to me. It means a lot that you watch these videos. And if there's any way I can help, I want to be here for you. Take care. Lots of love.